Hi, hello, welcome to my new video. Anyways, for today's video, I asked ChatGPT and AI. Sorry, before I continue, I was corrected that AI isn't a robot. So what I said last week, ignore that. But anyways, in this week's video, I asked ChatGPT to give me a pattern for me to crochet. I don't know what to say to not spoil it for you. I guess like it's interesting, kinda? Yeah, I'll just let the video play. Yeah. So this part of the video is just gonna be me asking ChatGPT for a pattern. So today's goal is to ask ChatGPT to give me a pattern for a cute top. I'm a visual learner and I'm aware that with ChatGPT they're all words. And also, just to clarify, I have been a pattern tester before, but even with pattern testing there are pictures in there of what it should look like before you go on to the next step. I don't think ChatGPT does that, so this is gonna be interesting to see. So without further ado, let us pull out ChatGPT. Give me a crochet pattern for a cute summer top. I went through the pattern and I realized how basic it is. It's literally like a rectangle panel, front, back, armholes, neck. And in my opinion, that's not cute to crochet. I can buy a t-shirt if I want to. I don't want to crochet a t-shirt. So let me look up for another pattern, but I do want to be, you know, honest with you and include that first bit. So let me try something else with my wording. There we go, something different. Alright, now I'm happy. Okay, so for the past 3 patterns that I asked for, maybe I wasn't very specific with what I want. I asked ChatGPT to give me a crochet pattern for grammar mistake, for an open back halter top. So I'm gonna scroll through and then you can screenshot it and we can create this top together. And it'd be so cool if you guys can tag me like on Instagram or something so that I can see your finished product. Be like, I created that same top from your ChatGPT video and this is what it looks like. It'd be so freaking cool. Hi, hello, good morning. You know it's the next day because I'm still in my jammies. Anyways, so for this pattern, it is required, well it's not required, but the pattern calls for worsted weight yarn. Is that what how it's pronounced, worsted? Because in Australia we don't go by those names like fingering, light worsted, DK. No, we go by ply. So like 4 ply, 8 ply, 10 ply, 12 ply. So I had to like Google what the equivalent is, and it said online that worsted weight yarn is equivalent to 10 ply yarn here in Australia. So I was so confident that this is 10 ply, but it is actually 12 ply. But it's alright. So we got this 12 ply and we also have this. So worsted weight yarn is also a number 4 yarn, and this is number 4. But this is the Lion brand Date Nights in the color Morganite. It is so pretty. I wish you can like see in person because it's like a metallic pinky yarn. It's really pretty. It's one of those like, it's prettier in person, like me. Just kidding. So for the crochet hook, they asked for a size H or an 8. You see, again in Australia we don't go by letters for the crochet hook, so I had to Google it what size it is, and it is a 5mm hook. Anyways, let's get to it. Alright, so we're gonna do the front panel first. Alright, so we're gonna chain 60 and then we are gonna do double crochet for 10 rows and then we're gonna do a lace pattern. I got my 5mm hook, I got my yarn. Alright, let's start, shall we? So we'll chain. Bro, this is gonna be so loose and holy. 1, 2. I just want to show you guys how loose it is right now. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but in my opinion, that's pretty loose. Again, if this is a top, my nipple's gonna come out. So I've chained 60 and I don't really know what this is for, so I can't really measure. Like, is it for my shoulders, my bust, my waist? You know. We're gonna start the double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm done with the first row. Look at how holy it is. You can literally see my finger through it. So it's definitely not a top that has coverage. Alright, so for rows 2 to 10, we're just gonna double crochet, and then rows 11 onwards we're doing something different. So I'll just meet you guys at row 10 when I'm done with my rectangle panel. And if you're following along with this pattern, we'll see each other with our rectangular panels. Hello, I've moved to my little couch in my studio. Ta-da! It is completed. This is 10 rows of double crochet. You can literally like see me through it. But anyways, again, I don't know what this part is, if it's supposed to be for my bust. If it is, it's very tiny. It doesn't cover much, I'll be real with you. So it's gonna be interesting to see the final result, because like I said, I don't know what this part is, so I can't adjust accordingly. And also I just want to stick to the pattern without making adjustments, because the pattern is very, I would say, like basic and straightforward, where it says row 1 this, row 2 this. It doesn't say like, oh, if you want it to be bigger on your bust, do more rows. You know, it doesn't include those sort of information like other patterns you'd get. Like, you know, if you buy patterns or a YouTube tutorial, they would say stuff like that, like, oh, right now we're making the piece for your bust. If you have bigger bust, do more rows. This one, it just says it's for a medium. Medium what? I don't know. But I'm just gonna follow the pattern as it is and not make any adjustments, because I just want to see if AI can replace actual artists slash designers. This one, it looks like from row 11 to 15 we'll do a lace pattern, and then from 16 to 20 it's double crochet again. What I picture the top to be is you have like a solid panel and then a lace pattern and then another solid panel after that. But so far we have this. And now for rows 11 to 15, we're supposed to pick a lace pattern. I think I'm gonna do a stitch that is more like see-through, maybe like a peephole stitch or even like a mesh. So we'll do peephole stitch. That's what we do. So I've started the peephole stitch. I'm peeping through the hole, get it? Peephole. Anyways, this is like I think 3 rows of it. I'm only left with 2 more rows. Wait, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I've done 3. So 2 more rows, and then I'm gonna do double crochet. I'm here to inform you that the front panel is done, and this is how it's looking. This is how it looks like. It is pretty small on the bust area for my liking, but we'll see where it takes us. Alright, so now that the front panel is done, we are moving to the back panel, and the back panel is just 20 rows of double crochet in a chain of 60. So the same measurements, just that everything's double crochet, and then we are gonna piece the 2 pieces together. In the assembly part, it does say place front and back panels together with right sides facing. Alright, that understand. The second point says use stitch markers to mark shoulder and side seams. And then it says seam shoulders and sides using the mattress stitch for a neat finish. Shoulders. I think I've addressed this at the start where I don't understand where this shoulder seam is gonna come in, because just imagine another panel exactly the same size put back to back. If I seam the shoulders, it's only gonna cover this bit, you know what I mean? And this is the armholes. So I think there's an error in that part where they say to seam the shoulders even though this top isn't supposed to have shoulders, it's a halter top. And also with the sizing, it doesn't make sense for me to seam in the shoulders and the sides, because imagine if I seam in the shoulders like this, right? Seam shoulders and I leave this much of an armhole, and this is just my side, like right here. Doesn't make sense, and my titty is gonna be out. So I'm gonna make the back panel and then attach the sides. I'm gonna look up what mattress stitch is, because it did say that to sew the sides together using a mattress stitch, which I've never heard of before, or I've never done it, I've never seen it. So I'm gonna look up what that is and try to do it. But if I don't like how it looks like, I'm just gonna do like single crochet stitch like I always do. That's how I attach my pieces. I use single crochet stitch. I'm here to announce that I finally am done with the back panel. It's literally just a rectangle. I kind of don't want to learn a new stitch for this project because I already have... Let me tell you my verdict of this piece. My verdict is it is not going to be wearable. As in, like, my girlies are going to poke through the holes. And, oh, it's out of focus. You know, my girlies are gonna come out and be like, hey, what's up? And I feel like this for my is a bit too short. So that is why I say it is not wearable. We are still gonna make this into a top, so I will stitch them together. However, I'm not gonna do a mattress stitch because, like I said, I don't want to learn a new stitch for a project that I know won't really succeed. In my opinion, what I'm gonna do is attach it using what I always use, which is a single crochet. I'll just attach these two pieces together and I will get back to you. So I put it on with my t-shirt still on, obviously, because I do not want to flash you guys, but this is how it's looking like. It's actually pretty cute, not gonna lie. So now we are left to do these straps. Step 6. Neck and ties. Join yarn at one corner of the neckline. So there are two options for me to do the ties. I can do two ties coming, hold on, let me just, I can do each tie coming from here and then tie up like that, or I can do two ties coming from the middle and tie around like that. For the tie, they say to chain 80 and that's it. Usually for like ties, I would chain like your chains and then go back down the chains with either single crochet, half double crochet, just to add more like thickness and integrity for the straps, just because I feel like that feels more secure. And I personally think that like a slightly thicker strap looks better than just a chain. But we are gonna follow what this AI has given us, and we're just gonna chain 80 for each tie. I'm gonna assume this is pretty centered, and I would say I want it to start right here. One, and I'm just gonna eyeball it and assume that this is even. So now that our stitch markers are on, you can be more like technical and like count and measure, but I think you know by now I'm a very eyeball-y, go with the flow type of person. So let me just take this off and then we can attach it. So I'm back with two ties done, and I just did a little tie just to see if it, like, you know, needs adjustment in length, but I feel like it's pretty good. So I'm done with the 2 ties, and I did tie it around my neck just to see if I need to adjust the length, but I feel like it's pretty okay. I think it's okay. But let me put on something other than this blue t-shirt underneath so that you can see it properly and, you know, not have this ruining it. I'm back, and yes, I did put on some makeup because I'm gonna film the intro and outro after I film this bit. But honestly, okay, I've put something here underneath to cover stuff because it is, like I've expected, very see-through, I guess, like a lot of holes, big holes, and things just like to, you know. But can I just say that it's a lot more wearable than I thought. The sizing is great. If I were to do this again, I would use a smaller hook so that the holes aren't so big, and maybe instead of a double crochet I do either a half double crochet or single crochet or even a lemon peel stitch. But honestly, I'm really surprised at how pretty it looks. Obviously I didn't sew in the ends because I'm probably not gonna wear this out just because yes, it fits nice, but there are some places where it's a bit small. So like I've mentioned earlier, I already had a feeling the bust area is too small because, you know, I just know my body. This is the final look. Alright, I've turned the exposure just in case something pops out. So this is the front, pretty. So this is a peephole stitch, and if I were to block this, the peephole stitch will look more apparent. But yes, that is the top, and I feel very naked right now because this is the type of thing that I would wear to the beach. So this is very light. Let me put on the top. I think that is it for today's video. I will let the outro play and give you like a summary, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but bye. I am back from filming an intro like usual. What's new? But let me just give you my final thoughts. I guess you can ask ChatGPT for cute patterns. I did, however, have to ask like 3 times and have very specific words in there. Like I didn't want just a top. I had to be like, I want a cute halter top for like intermediate level. I think that's what I said. I can't remember. That was like last week, I think. I was honestly surprised when I was like putting it on. I was telling like Beth, I was like, oh my god, like I didn't think it would be cute. And the sizing is pretty accurate if you use obviously the correct yarn size and hook size. It did say this is for a medium and I'm a medium, and it fits me pretty well. Anyways, enough rambling on. I guess like the moral of the story is, if you're bored, you can ask an AI for a pattern, but the thing is you don't know how this top looks like. I honestly don't know what the point of this video is besides me wanting to try to ask an AI for a pattern. I guess it's to test like my skills as a visual learner, if I can, you know, follow instructions and keep going without having pictures for reference and whatnot. And I would say that I surprised myself, so I guess, I don't know. I hope you found this video entertaining, or now you feel like, oh, let me try asking ChatGPT for a pattern. That's what I want you guys to take from this video. Entertainment and curiosity that you can easily fulfill, that is not dangerous, and somewhat a challenge if you are a visual learner just like me. That's what I want. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. But there will be a special guest in my next video. Can you guess who? Anyways, you have to wait till next week to find out, and I think it's quite a cute video. But if you're single and you hate love, I suggest you don't watch it. I'm just looking out for you. Thank you. Bye bye. That was such an awkward ending. Bye.